Now welcome back to another exclusive for live. Now blessing goes out to all my viewers and all my subbies, all my well wishers. Like, share and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Coming up in today's topic and review. Now welcome back to another exclusive topic discussion and review. Now my viewers, before I get into this one, first I just want to take a moment to say RIP to all of the person who has fallen within the past days in Jamaica. I just want to say a special RIP to the 4 young children who lost their life alongside their mother. Also we have judgment in Judgment Yard as body was found in Sizzla Kolanji home, and the police them reach out to Sizzla and all know I don't know what go on this up. Also here we have 2 of Jamaica most wanted man from St. James. Them hand over themselves, surrender to the police in St. James. Also we have my viewers and my subscribers. Big major blow to the Klansman trial as several defendants found not guilty on multiple counts. And may I tell you my viewers, even the notorious, as them say, Andrew Brian Blackman Jaja coming up in this one.
Warlord in the building, stop it, calm down. Before you lick on dirty body bomb down. Kill him is Warlord representing for exclusive. Cause I'm Royal Lucifer. It's exclusive for sound up in them town. Hey yo, not everything you can achieve in one go.
I just landed in the United Kingdom, where I was greeted with this terrible news. I'm certain that all Jamaica is grieving. I'm certain that all Jamaica is horrified and upset at this gruesome murder. It is the most gruesome crime that I can recall in recent times. The murder of a young woman and her 4 children. It is heartbreaking, heartrending. This kind of violence cannot be allowed to continue without a response, without action on the part of the government. The police commissioner and the Minister of National Security have both assured me that they have put all the resources in place to ensure that the perpetrator is caught. Already they have a suspect, a person of interest, and they have already good leads in capturing that person. You know, this kind of murder, this kind of gruesome killing shows the lack of respect and dignity and sanctity of life. It really shows how violence, the ultimate violence that of taking life, has become entrenched in our society. This is not just a domestic dispute. This murder represents an attack on our civility, an attack on our sensibilities, and it is an attack on our nation. The police, the Minister of National Security has assured me that they are going to be putting all the resources into ensuring that the perpetrator is caught and brought to justice. I want to express my deep sympathies to the family of young Kenisha and her children, and to let them know that the entire nation is praying for them and surrounding them with love and support. I think this is a point where all Jamaicans should reflect on the level of violence in the society and how we have come to normalize violence, and that each and every one of us, how we rear our children, how we interact with each other, how we conduct our social transactions, we must all turn away from violence as a means of resolving disputes and conflicts.
One bad boy, him no one got jail. Yeah, him have a few dopey crimes start last year. Never pre-life till we had start pain. No mention storm if you no walk na rain.
Now my viewers, sometimes things happen in life, but you don't know what it feels like until it happened to you. Now, here me have the artist goes by the name of Kller. If these words from this song is not one of the most powerful words I've heard from an artist, I don't know. I keep saying it. I not stop saying it. Them want bad, but them no want God jail. Now, my viewers, here we have a young lady was found in Clarendon with her throat. Now, my viewers, you have to ask yourself, what could possess someone to take such actions on a young lady with such potential? Cause as you can see, this young lady is a nurse trained to save life, but yet still someone felt that it was right to take her life, and on top of that, take the life of 4 kids. Now, my viewers, let me read the article for you. Cause you see now them topic me take them topic personal, you know. Cause we would have to say about the person when them find them, because me say them want bad, but them no want go jail. Them want do these things and then them want get away, but it no right. Now, viewers, this young lady goes by the name of Kimberly Wright. Her daughter, Rafaela Smith. Another one, Sherilina Smith. And Kimani Smith. And her little son, Keshawn Henry Jr., who was just a couple months old. Now, the shocking thing about this incident is that their life was snatched away by their own family. Now, it has been said that it's the cousin who is responsible for this gruesome thing I've ever heard of in Jamaica. And what make this thing is so gruesome is that they all had their lives snatched away while they were in their sleep. So imagine that now, viewers and subscribers. Now, this young man goes by the name of Rushane Barnett. Now, this young man, the police, them are still hunting this young man, so he's out there on the run. And may I encourage and urge all of Jamaica to make sure so to share this video as soon as possible all over the world. Because anyways part him there, any hole or any cubits or any corner him there, we have to dig him out. Him should be in the police custody already as I'm speaking. Because only if Jamaica support them slackness here, and we know so we now have that. Anytime a person can take it upon themselves to attack the vulnerable in society, trust me, they should be dealt with accordingly. I'm not take back my talk, and with that, my subscribers, I move on. Do let me know your thoughts and comment down in the comment section on this one, cause this one touch home, it hurt.
Chance time if you know what everybody just want bad and get good from it. I know someone look on it.
Now, this next topic, my viewers, if you take a look up on the screen, that's the notorious gangster goes by the name of Fathead, and him and him other crony turning themselves into the St. James Police. Now, my viewers, you have to ask yourself, you look at that little young man, what about him you see look notorious? Obviously, this young man get caught up within the wrong company and get himself mixed up in the wrong thing, where now him have a thing too bad upon him head. So even though say fame head I go fly soon. So with fame political links and links with them of Jamaica, he make sure turning himself. And as you know, in Jamaica you turn in yourself. The government sees that as you is a good boy and they make sure give you a lighter sentence, even though the families of his victim still not getting justice. However, let me get into this article where it says them notorious bad man here turn over themselves. Cha-cha. 2 men who listed amongst the most wanted by the St. James police last week have since surrendered themselves to the law enforcers. The two, both of St. James' address, have been identified as 22-year-old unemployed Ty J. Clark, otherwise called Fathead, of Salt Spring, and Christopher Campbell, also called Bigfoot, of Paradise Crescent, Norwood. Clark has since been charged with 2 counts of murder and illegal possession of a firearm. He turned himself into the police, accompanied by his lawyer, on Friday. The following day, Campbell turned himself into the police in St. Elizabeth Division. He was being sought for murder by the St. James police. Now, my viewers, as you can hear this, so them turning themselves in. And maybe the best thing them do, if they ever turn in themselves, you don't do a bodybug straight.
Everybody just want fire gunshot and then say them a good smarty.
But breaking news just in. The Klansman trial collapsed. Several defendants found not guilty on multiple counts. The prosecution in the case of the Wandon trial in the Supreme Court was dealt a major blow at this hour. Some of the defendants in the trial have so far been found not guilty on 13 of the 15 counts held by the presiding judge, Chief Justice Brian Sykes. Justice Sykes has only found in at least one instance so far that some of the accused have a case to answer. There are 25 counts on the indictment. 28 alleged members of the Wandon faction Klansman gang are before the courts after 5 were freed earlier. On count 25, which dealt with conspiracy to murder a person called Ice, all the defendants have been found not guilty. Found not guilty are the reputed leader Andrew Blackman Bryan, Fabian Johnson, Stephanie Muma Christie, Jesse Blake, Andrew Golden, and Lamar Simpson. Justice Sykes found the defendant not guilty due to the absence of evidence. He reasoned that the prosecution would have need to establish who Ice was and if he was alive at the time they were conspiring to murder him. On count 22, not guilty. The count was in relation to illegal possession of a firearm. The judge ruled that the accused, Ruel Taylor, had no case to answer to. He ruled similar on count 21, another not guilty. Count 21 also dealt with illegal possession of a firearm. The defendant, Joseph McDermott, was found not guilty. On count 20, relating to the murder of a man at Phil's Order in Spanish Town, not guilty. Justice Sykes reasoned that there were very serious allegations being made and evidence must be available to prove it. He said there were no supporting evidence to say the body was retrieved from the area. He said there were no scenes of crime witnessed, no post-mortem, and absolutely nothing there other than the former gangster turned state witness testimonial evidence. He said the count could not stand and found Brian and Ted Prince not guilty. On count 18, another not guilty. Court conceded on that count, which led to the defendant Lamar Simpson not having a case to answer. On count 17, the decision was split. The court related to the murder of a man identified as Tasha bus driver in Spanish Town Bus Park on February 6, 2018. The one found not guilty are Ricardo Thompson, Michael Whitley, and Brian Morris. However, Justice Sykes says on count 17, Marco Miller, Chevrolet Evans, and Andre Golden have a case to answer. On count 14, not guilty. Count 13, not guilty. Count 12, not guilty. Count 11, not guilty. Count 10, not guilty. And count 9, not guilty. On count 4, relating to conspiracy to murder a person called Wee Wee, another not guilty. Count 3, not guilty. On count 2, the judge found that Jason Citypost Brown has a case to answer to in relationship to being a part of a criminal organization. The matter has been adjourned with resumption expected soon. No, and there with my viewers, so all of these one done fraction gang and all of these one order or side order or with them one day, all of them out on road, because as you can see the police them now do them job. I'm tell you about the police them at Jamaica and the setting them pull up on Vibes Cartel. I swear to God. Now my viewers and my subscribers, have you ever asked yourself why is it that it was only one judge was used in deciding the fates of these people accused in the Klansman trial? I would have thought that 12 person deciding would have been better than one person. Because clearly the judge under so much pressure, because this case are probably one of the biggest cases in Jamaica. And you are telling me, say, I don't understand anyway. However, you all let me know your thoughts and comment down in the comment section. Do you feel that this Klansman case, the fate of these people should have been decided by just one judge? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section.
Yeah.